Welcome to a review video by Journal of the Scots, and of course, thank you so much for being here. It is a Brickheadz review, 40442, 186 pieces, and it came out last year, March 2021. So for those who are fans of the Brickhead and are completionist, and you don't have this in your collection, make sure to get this one. I think this was exclusive to Lego, so you won't find it in too many different locations. It's definitely a hard one to get, so make sure to get that soon. I know much of the Pets theme that came out in 2021 may be on its way out. Some of them are being discounted, I've noticed, at Lego stores or online in clearance, so they may be making way for future waves. So get on that now while you have a chance. So moving on with this is still available. It is expected to retire again, like I just said, by the end of the year. So it's kind of a last chance. It's going to get really hard to get, and Brickheadz definitely hold their value. This was originally $15, and sets like this are probably going to be going 20, 25 plus easily on the aftermarket as we kind of head in. I think as of right now, you're already starting to see it creep into the $19 range for some of the listings that I was able to check out. And what really attracted me, I am not a completionist, especially for the Pets line. That's not really my thing. I do have a handful of Brickheadz, Ahsoka being my favorite. I also have the Lamb and Easter Bunny, and I've had a few others. I've got one other in my backlog, the Birthday Clown. I'm excited about that one at some point. Oh, and I also have one for this Halloween, so be on the lookout for that in the future. But this one, I was really excited about the translucent orange pieces, and this one I probably won't have on display for too long, although it's kind of tempting to keep this one because it is a cute display model. As you can see, it has a nice blue base. I like the black. Here's kind of the underneath. They kind of use a random light bright green plate to kind of hold it down the middle. There is a sticker sheet kind of randomly right here. There's the spent one. They give you two different options for kind of a front plate, whether you want coral or kind of like an ocean bubbles, which is kind of a unique thing and may be useful for those doing mocks. And I like the plates. As you kind of go back here, well, you've got the nice coral background or seaweed kind of a look. I really like these kinds of pieces. We've seen that on a couple different sets now, and those are really nice to get, especially if you're planning on any underwater scenes or anything like that. Those are great. I love that these are on these clear pedestals. That is really nice. Those are great bricks to get and add in the collection. I have not purchased the translucent collection, the classic bricks. So getting sets like these that have a good amount of that clear or translucent parts is really nice. And and as I was building it, you can check in a previous video, I have this in long form. If you want to see like the full kind of build experience, feel free to check that out on the channel. Otherwise, here's kind of like a little bit more in depth. I'll kind of pull these off here. There you go. They have essentially standard Brickheadz where there's plates, and then it just builds right around, kind of showcase off the inside. And I would say there are some repetitiveness, but then the difference, I like how they kind of did the tails, and then they create let me see if I can get this back on. The pressure of being under recording. There we are. Then here's the big boy. Same thing here. I think I can pull this off. Let's see. Uses a very standard gray technique, and then building around it. And then I always like how they kind of do the shaping in the eyes. It's really pretty cute. And then this with the middle, it just works. And that's pretty nice. And I love how they kind of use, if you have a need for those like bright orange bricks and translucent, like this is an amazing set. And then of course, it's good to get the base level. So overall, I really like it. This is very displayable. pretty much from like any angle. The tails are cute. I just love how they did everything. This is a great design, and I'm really glad. You know, shout out to my parents. This was a gift, and for my birthday, and I'm really glad to have this one. It was a fun little build, and I may display it for a little while before I decide to break it down and use it for parts, and maybe someday I'll bring it back into the mix. Here's the instruction booklet. One of the things that I did was skip to the back and do the display plate first. One of the reasons I did that was because there's a decent amount of small parts for the Brickheadz themselves, so this kind of helped get rid of all the easy to find parts and the clutter. And then once you're done, here's the pet line. I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of these on clearance right now. I think they all came in a wave. There we go. There's the parts list, product feedback, and then they have you build the big one first. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it's the big one. Yeah, then the small guy. So there you go. They call them fry, and then the other one's just goldfish. I don't know. Maybe I should name them. Here are the spare parts. So love getting, again, those translucent orange is really nice in a couple different varieties. The coral piece and another circular straight, that's a standard green. And then one of these corner parts, they kind of give you extra in some orange. So overall, this is a really nice set. Here's kind of the box art right here. Again, kind of selling the entire series and wave, the whole deal. A lot of unique orange parts. This is great if you just want to display it. It's great if you want the parts. And it's just a fun little nice afternoon build experience. So thank you so much for joining me on my building and collecting journey on this little review here for Brickheadz 40442, and we'll catch you on the next build review later. Bye for now.